Okay. Hi. This is the construction series for the Escavalier Cosplay. Last time I did the, I started working on the chin strap here, and I'll show you that in a second. And make sure I have my alarm set so I don't go over. So 50, whatever. There we go. Save. Okay. This is what we ended up with last time. Just the base of the position of the straps. Then I cut this out for the chin. Now, positioning this, if you want to get it right, you're going to have to wear the helmet, put this on, and then tape it down. In which case, I'm going to need another piece of tape. Oh, that's not cool. Wasn't cool at all. Alright. So, put this on. A mirror at your workstation works really well. It's easier than walking through the house trying to get to the bathroom and then getting through the doorway with something like this on your hand. Oh, but cool, I could just take it off till I get there. Not always. Sometimes you have to tape something down right now to get it perfect. And you don't have time to go into the bathroom for a mirror. See the problem I'm having here? I need to cut the chin straps, the straps, shorter. So first I'm going to take the tape off so I don't waste any. Best not to waste any more than you need to. If you need to adjust things like this and you don't have time to measure or whatever, you can eyeball the first one and then just make sure that you line the second one up with what you cut off. So you cut off the same amount. Your measurements might not be perfect, might not be precise, whatever. Doesn't matter. Little people walking down the sidewalk. Alright. I'm not crazy, there's a sidewalk back there. There's people that just walk by. You probably heard them. Quit watching Cole's videos, he talks to himself. Yeah, I do. Myself and... I wish I would put those on first. Mirror, come on. Ah! Alright. Okay, now. Make sure it's tight. That's the goal. There. I'm still balancing it a little bit here because this isn't reinforced at all. It's just one piece of tape, basically, on each joint. So there's not much holding it on. But that, I think that position is good. I'm going to try to reinforce that where I can there. Loop the tape over. And carefully take it off, because if the position is just right, like this is now, I really don't want to lose this. You don't want it to move. Might want to take your glasses off. If you've got glasses. Ow. Probably just scratched them. Awesome. It's all worth it. Alright. So, got that where I want it. If you need to, you can make the tape prettier. Whatever. It's good. Then, if the straps you use are the same size and shape, you can line up, like, you know, as long as the chin dealie is the same, is perfect across too, you can line up where the chin dealie lines up with the strap and duplicate it for the other side. But I think this is good enough. I'm going to cut a little corner off the back of this strap just because I want to. I'm pretty confident with the position of the straps. Tape it in place. A little more. Use caution whenever you're working with plastic for anything around your face. Even if it looks smooth, it can be really jagged and sharp, and it can have points on it. You can scratch yourself, cut yourself, you know, poke your eye out with it, whatever. And if you have whiny kitties that are starved for attention, it's best to, you know, you want to keep them safe. You want to keep them away from glue guns and pins and needles. So, if you can't handle them whining at you, like I can't, you might have to put them in lockup in the other room. It's for their own good. Doesn't mean it's not punishment. Okay. You hear that blinking? You locked up? Yeah. It's okay, Blinken. I'm right here. It's okay. I'll come back out later. She wants to come in here and sit on the chair, and I just don't want to like be cutting something and slip and stab her. Shush! Shush! I just did what I told you guys not to do last episode or the episode before. When you're doing this, you know, if you want to put padding in the top of the helmet, just to make it comfortable or whatever, do it before you finish the chin strap. You can adjust it, you know, fairly easily, but sometimes the padding can add a little too much to the helmet. If you're wondering, I'm using the junky duct tape still. No specific reason, I just forgot to switch back to the good stuff. Which, it's not going to affect this much because through here I'm going to use tape of some kind to hold it all together and color it, you know. You're going to find that sometimes, even after you adjust everything before you finalize it, things just don't turn out to be the same position. So you might have to make adjustments later anyway. No big deal. Alright. Okay. I didn't secure it on the inside. I'm not sure I'm going to have to. I might run a piece of tape through there to, you know, smooth it out so this doesn't scratch dib. But it's pulling out all my hair. Yeah, if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, don't put gel in your hair first, because one little sticky spot in here is going to grab a whole chunk and pull. It's bad enough losing 1 or 2 strands of hair, but when you lose a whole chunk like that, ow. Okay. This fits. Problem is, it's going to cut my Adam's apple. So in that case, something to look out for. I didn't think of it, but this here. And cutting, you know, if you think it's sticking out a little too far there and it's going to push against your throat, cutting a little bit off isn't necessarily going to help you. It's not necessarily because it's too big, it's because the pressure being put on it this is being pushed toward you. I don't know that that's the case in this helmet, but it could be that this is being pushed toward you, and it's going to keep getting pushed toward you regardless of how much material there is here. So it's better to put, you know, cut a little bit down, try it out, go from there, but put some padding on there. Whatever kind of padding you're using. Foam works really well. You can get it at craft stores in blocks. You don't need to buy any materials like that. You can use old clothing, cut up old clothing, some soft cloth or something, roll it up, and you know, wrap it in duct tape so it's not like ugly and, you know, threads and everything everywhere. Wrap it, just make like a little tube of scrap cloth, tape it on there. You know, it's not going to be soft, but it'd be squishy, and that's what you want. You just don't want something cutting into your freaking throat. So, glasses off first. It's been a while since I did this kind of thing, so helmet deal. Okay, this is a problem for me because I don't like the fact that there's zero give. I'll figure a way to make it a little more flexible. You could also, if you really wanted to, you could have it attached at one side and have this other side snapped together with a button. If you do it that way, it's the construction, the setup of it is pretty much the same. You just you do this, and then you would separate this, maybe extend it for the button, attach it using duct tape on one side and then the button on the other side of the cardboard, and sew it through. And the same thing with the helmet part, the other side of the button on there. Then you can snap it. You just bring it underneath and snap it to get it on. That way you don't have to do this diving into the helmet that... Ouch. Okay. Not sure how I was meaning to finish that sentence. It's a little wobbly. That we can fix with some padding. Padding is good for you anyway, because if you put too much pressure on your head in certain spots for too long, you're going to get a headache. Some people, like me, can't wear hats too tight because, actually can't wear hats really for any long periods of time because it'll just give you a headache. And I love hats. I just can't wear them very long. So, let's see. This was still a little sharp against my neck, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off and then pad it with, I haven't decided what yet, but that's a little too sharp. Oh, Keep in mind all these little scrap dealies. You might not think they're a big deal, but when you're done with your costume, if you haven't picked them up as you go, it's going to be all over your table, all over the floor. If you have cats or kids, they're going to eat these. Yeah, just try to, I'll tell you from experience, pick it up as you go, because, jeez, there gets to be so many little scraps of everything. And duct tape, little snippets of duct tape, and I threw them away. I cleaned it up, but anyway. I'll try it one more time since I cut that little bit off. Head first. Ow. It's not easy to get on, but it's possible. Yeah, and this is an example of the plastic just putting pressure on you regardless of how much you cut off, because it's still cutting me. So this is something I'm going to pad. Right after I figure out how I'm going to put some more give into the strap dealies. So while I think about those, you know, what kind of padding I'm going to use and how to relieve some pressure here so I can move it easier, I guess I'll end the tape and stuff and start uploading some stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll finish that tonight. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, subscribe, like it, stuff, share it. If you didn't like what you saw, check out the other videos anyway. The Anime Convention Beginner's Guide. You might learn something you didn't know, even if you're a veteran con goer. If you have any questions or comments, put them below and we will respond to them in a future episode. Until then, remember kids, if you don't work on your cosplay, it's not going to get done. I keep changing that. Sometimes it's cosplay, sometimes it's costume. You know what I mean, right? Costume, this kind of stuff. If you don't work on it, procrastination plus cosplay equals no costume for your convention. That should be the outro. Okay, bye.